Let's try this again. Just left a lake. I'll play a couple clips from that, but terrible condition. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Very excited to be out here today. Unfortunately, this lake is kind of gross looking. Look at that water. Not exactly sure what's going on with the water. It's pretty gross. I have never been here before. This is a brand new lake. We're gonna see what happens. Hopefully we catch some fish. Thought I was gonna be doing some slow sinking and some more clear water, but it just looks horrible. So probably gonna try to top water frog a little bit. 91 degrees when I pulled into the parking lot. So hopefully they bite on top water. We're just gonna work around, see what happens, but let's catch some fish. Okay, we are officially fishing. If we do get any bites today, it's going to be a little tough because there's a thick mat of moss that's starting to develop on the edge of this lake. So we're going to have to try to find some spots that don't have too much weeds and try to fish between some of that nastiness. Water temperature on this lake is 84 degrees. 84. Yesterday I was on a very similar lake and we were in the low 70s. This is insane, which makes sense why this thing is just so disgusting looking. This is just poop brown water. There's still a chance that we get something, but I'm thinking chances of us catching good fish today is pretty low. This lake is beautiful. I think we're gonna get on some fish tonight. I only have about half the time because I wasted a lot of time trying a different lake. So this is the second lake I'm trying today. We'll see what happens. Largemouth bass. I've heard they were hitting top water at the dock. We'll see. We're gonna start with the frog. Let's go. Water temperature here looks to be about 82 degrees. Oh, I almost cast in a tree there. A little warmer than I want to see. However, it's probably just right for top water bites. These fish are gonna be a little more aggressive. They're gonna be up top, and so that's what we're going to start with. I'll probably switch to some slow sinking or maybe something just bounce off the bottom, but we're just going to see what we find. It looks like this stretch in front of me has got lots of weeds, and then after that it kind of switches over to some rock, sand bottom, so we'll see. I'm not sure I've ever seen so many geese in my life. There's got to be 100 geese in front of me. Holy cow. That ain't much for a first one. Squeaky little guy. There we go. We are hooked up with fish number 2. Pulling just a touch of drag there. Nice fish. First one was such a tiny one, hardly count him. Number 2, hell yeah. Took my worm and everything. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Feels good to get the first one on the lake that's actually can count for something. There we go, nice. Here's what I'm using. 4-inch Wacky Rig Senko with a weighted wacky hook. Just enough to get it down there a little bit. For some reason the fish are hanging out just a touch deeper than I had hoped for, so we're just trying to help them out and get down there quicker. Only have so much time, or otherwise I'd probably just slow sink it down there. It's really nice to use a hook like this if you've got any kind of wind. 2 fish down. See if we can get a third or a fourth tonight. Call her good. 74-degree water temperature back here. So much better than the last lake. That was 85 to 86 degrees across the entire lake. Still only 2 fish, but I think we may be able to get one more. 2 different bites now. There it was. Seen him pop on the surface, threw right in, got him. Not a big fish, but I will take him. What is it, largemouth? Yep, that's kind of what I figured. Plopped it right on his head. When you hear something pop on the surface and you see the boil, you got to throw in there. It could be a 5-pounder, you just never know. Unfortunately, that was everything but a 5-pounder. There we go. Another squeaky. He's reeling it in. Wanted a little action on that one. Nice. Still not the donkey, but we will take him. For a new lake, I'm just happy to catch some fish. Size is not too important today. There he is. Nice. Oh, that's hard to count this guy, but we'll take him. Little squeaker. Right when the other camera dies. There you go. Okay. Kind of fishing off some pontoons now. We're starting to get into a different section of the lake. A little less weeds, a little more rock shoreline. We'll see what happens. All right, y'all. Not the best night of my life, but we did change it from terrible lake, muddy water, no fish, to, you know, a somewhat clear lake with a couple fish. So I'm thrilled. I think I ended up with like 4 different ones today, probably 5 or 6 different bites, but that's amazing to me considering what we started with. It's been an hour just absolutely grinding it out, and no bites, no any action at all. I seen a couple gar, but very excited to be back out here, and you know, got a couple tonight. So thanks for watching, y'all. Subscribe to the channel. We'll catch you on the next bass fishing adventure. Peace.